EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. In motion, it's Waddle. He'll get this out wide. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion, it's Waddle. On 3rd down, they go with Sanders.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Sanders. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. That was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Back to throw, Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's complete. It's Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down. They'll go again with Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Gesicki, the man in motion. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Carter is the motion man. They'll run with Irving. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown Colts. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans 9.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Colts out to the early lead. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
All right. 19 taxis.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to have a Texans first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Look wide. Get this one complete.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Colts 25-yard line.
They motion a receiver right. To throw, it's Stroud. Looking underneath, he'll find Sanders. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's Sanders trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
All right.
One more time with Sanders. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Texans.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. And stop made by Byron Young.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Gesicki, the man in motion. Back to throw. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Colts first down. Gesicki, the man in motion. From the 50, he'll set up to throw.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Jackson. Another run here with Hall. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Indianapolis.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Little's kick is good. And the Colts get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. from the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, yeah. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
The end of the first down with the score Colts 10, Texans 7.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. In motion, it's Jackson. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Carter is the motion man. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
The gain of 7 brings up 7th and 3.
Carter is the motion man. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Carter is the motion man. On the run, here's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
try again here. 2nd and 10. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In motion, it's Jackson. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Sanders. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Once again, it's Sanders. A pickup there of 13. 1st down for Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
In motion, it's Waddle. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, Sanders. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
In motion, it's Waddle. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. So we are
At the end of the 3rd quarter. This is scored.
now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Stroud. He'll get this out wide. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. They'll try and run here with Sanders. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Down 19 for the year. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Texans extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Colts first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. and then some.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A run here with Hall. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
In motion, it's Jackson. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
But going to go ahead and use their first timeout here.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Texans. They get the victory.